Welcome back to How the Blank, and today this is How the Valentine.
Yeah.
All right, let's get the hell out of this.
Happy Valentine's Day, guys.
Happy Valentine's Day, man.
Yeah, so, any fun plans for Valentine's Day, guys?
I think my wife and I were gonna go check out the temple here in St. George, and we're gonna go. I'm thinking of taking her axe throwing and doing a smash lab.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and then some nice dinner. But that's probably what I can do at least. So, what about you guys?
Smash a bunch of things and then go out to eat.
Yeah, see...
Smashing. Dine.
Gosh dang it. See,
Dine and smash.
There we go. Dine and smash.
Oh, my goodness. Doesn't that everyone do that on Valentine's Day?
Yeah, pretty much.
But, yeah, me and my wife, I'm going to make a homemade dinner for her.
Oh, sweet.
And we might go to a movie or something, like, if there's anything out that we want to go see.
Anything good yet?
Like, there was a few movies that were pretty good, but...
Have you seen that Wonka movie yet?
Yeah, I loved it.
Really?
I don't know why
I thought it
you
was
said
good,
you
too.
hated it.
I mean, I've thought parts of it were good, but the majority of it was just... It was okay.
I
It was
didn't like it
it was like a 5 out of 10 maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd say so. I give it 5 just for the music, but I hated the actual
Music
movie.
was good.
Yeah.
The rest of it was just kind of meh.
See,
The older ones were better.
I liked it. But yeah, so like, but usually for Valentine's Day, I try to go all out
Okay.
because there's so many Valentine's Day that I was always single. Like, I was always single on Valentine's
Really?
Day. Like, because I had a few girlfriends before, like my wife,
Yeah.
but like, we'd always break up literally like a week before Valentine's Day or something. So it was like, I was like, well, that sucked.
You got no riz.
Yeah, seriously. But yeah, so to kind of like appreciate the single awareness, right?
Okay.
We talked about how we wanted to talk about the worst dates we've ever been on.
Yeah.
One date for me that was so bad. Have you guys ever been on a blind date?
Yeah.
Like,
Too many.
blind dates, like, they can either be amazing
Or blinding.
or suck. Like, it's one or it's one or the other, to be
Yeah.
honest. It's never like middle where it's like, oh, this is okay. You know? I swear, I don't know how that happened, but it's like one or the other.
That's how it is, man.
But so in Utah, right, we have like girls' choice and guys' choice dances, and this is a girls' choice dance, and my friend really wants to go on this date with this girl, but his parents are a little strict because we're LDS, and they only want him to go on a double date, right? So he's like, hey, if I got you a date, would you be willing to go? And I was like, oh yeah, like you're my homie, right?
Yeah, for
like,
sure.
of course. Right? And so the
Do it for the
girl,
homies.
yeah, the girl that he's taking on this date, she has her best friend go, and I didn't know this at the time, but she just broke up with her boyfriend.
Ooh.
Literally like 2 days before she asked me on this date.
Womp womp.
Yeah. And so like what happens is so like she gets me this cupcake with a little like zombie on it because it's a zombie dance. It's like Walking Dead. It was kind of when Walking Dead was like huge.
Oh, okay. Of
You
course.
know?
Is this foreshadowing?
Oh, seriously. But so we go and do a day date because that's kind of what you do in Utah. And we go to this haunted house, And it's like the ones that they like add on to like golfing places. You know how like usually they have like laser tag, and they turn that.
They
into
have one
like
down here. Yeah.
Yeah, and they turn it into a haunted house for October.
That's
right.
Awesome.
So we're going through it, and it wasn't bad actually. I was actually quite surprised. Like for like high school students, they did pretty good.
Cool.
And I know because I was in charge of haunters for 2 years. I was the casting director, so like I know what good haunting is, right?
Nice.
But so the girls were scared, but they.
Why is that funny? He just starts laughing out of nowhere.
The girls were scared, and one of them just hung on to my friend, and then the other one hung on to the other girl. So I was just in the back, like, what am I, chopped liver?
That's
like,
so embarrassing.
And then like this girl just keeps making fun of me, keeps like saying I'm ugly, but like it's funny, right? Like, you know, like
trying to joke about it.
Yeah,
that's the worst. I hate it when girls do that, dude.
Oh, like it's funny because you look funny.
Yeah.
It's so dumb though.
They even made a meme of my face.
Of course they did.
Because I was like, oh, I gotta get my face on.
We would never do that here at What the Blank Entertainment.
We would never meme anybody here. How rude.
They're gonna meme me right now.
I got 7 Mac 11s, about 8, 38s, 9, 9, 10, Mac 10, the shits never end.
That was funny.
So that all happens. We do the day date. We end the day date. We go home, get ready in our zombie makeup. I went pretty all out. Like I got like blood and everything. I like ripped a shirt and made it like gory, and like I went pretty all out and was ready to dance and have fun, right? And we go to the dance and we start dancing, and she like stops at like 15 minutes and just starts complaining about her ex, and I was like, okay, so hopefully this turns around, right? Like I'm super optimistic. Yeah, this is fine. And then she goes, sits down with her friend, and we're there for like 2 hours, and she's maybe danced with me for 20 minutes total. Like, and so we're like, okay, and we go, and then she's complaining the whole drive home. Like I'm like, and I was thinking in my head, this is awful. This is the worst date I've ever been on, ever. Like I'm never ever going on a blind date, and that was my first and last blind date. Like,
dang, dude,
I never did that ever again.
That sucks.
So do you guys have any stories?
I do, but I don't have a blind date story right now. I have another story that I want to tell. So when I was in high school, there was this girl that I was like, I wouldn't say I was like in love with her, but you know, I liked her a lot. I had a pretty strong crush on her, and her and I had
simping.
Yeah, something like that, I guess. I was simping.
And who's that? Oh, it's Mr. MVP, Simp!
But I'm just kidding. So anyway, so what happened was this girl and I were, you know, we were good friends, and we were hanging out a lot, and I used to go to her house all the time. She's, you know, we used to hang out with each other all the time, and we used to go on double dates with my friends. But, you know, we were also like going to church dances all the time with each other, and, you know, we would always like meet up and like hang out all the time at these church dances. And I think I was 17 or 8. I think I was 17 at the time, because I was a junior in high school. And what happened was we had 2 dances that were coming up within 2 weeks apart from each other.
Oh,
so,
really?
Yeah, we had a church dance that was called the Mormon Ball or something like that is what they were calling it. And then there was our high school prom at the, like, literally 2 weeks apart from each other. So what happened was I asked her to this really cute church dance thing in this cute way. I don't remember exactly how I did it. And then, like, literally less than a couple days later, she asks me to go to the freaking prom. And I thought that was really cool. I was like, oh, heck yeah, this girl is freaking awesome. Now, here's what happened, though. Before these 2 dances happened, there was another dance that took place. This was just a normal steak dance. I know, they had so many dances in place. It was the weirdest thing ever. And I ended up, dude, it was weird. So what happened was,
Opposite of Footloose.
anyway, so we everyone went to this other church dance, and this was like everyone for like 14 years old up to like 18 years old. It was the weirdest thing. And there was this other girl that I met at some random point at near the end of that dance. I'm not gonna name any names, but I met this girl there. I thought she was cute, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And I got her number because she really asked me for my, like, she really wanted my number. I was like, okay, whatever. So she was texting me back and forth for like a couple of days, and I was just kind of being nice and whatever. But, you know, her and I were talking for a couple of days, and then that Mormon prom came up. And so I went to, you know, pick up a girl, and we went to that dance. And here's something that she doesn't know, because this was a sad night for her, because until now. But here's what happened. So we were at this dance, and you know, we walk in, and my buddy and I, we know we're there because we went together, and he went with his date, and my other buddy wasn't there at the time. But anyway, so my buddy, he's there, and we walk in, and we're trying to, like, the girl and I were trying to dance, and you know, we were doing our thing, having fun, whatever. And then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go for a little bit. And anyway, so this other girl that I met at this last dance, she was also there. She was there with this other guy who she said, oh, he abandoned me. He's not here anymore.
No.
So I was like, oh. So here's what happened, dude. So I'm like, oh, that's really sad. I didn't dance with her, by the way. I was just talking with her for a couple minutes. And she literally reaches over, grabs this like thing of like sunflower or roses or whatever. She grabs this thing of flowers. She's like holding it like this. And the girl that I ended up bringing to the dance comes walking around this corner, around down this hallway where I'm standing with this girl. And she's like holding these flowers, talking to me with the girl that I brought to the dance coming down the hallway. And she's looking at me like, what? And I was like, oh, this is not good. And it's
communication.
Gosh, dude, it was horrible. And I didn't even dance with that girl. I didn't even like try to do anything. I was talking to her for like 5 minutes, dude, at the most.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
And because the majority of the time,
too long.
I know, dude, it was 1 minute too long. Anyway, and so I was talking with my buddy at the time for the majority of that dance, because I was like, I'm so confused, bro. Like, what do I do? Like, I just got like caught talking to this other girl and blah 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 blah. And I was like trying to, you know, confess and whatever. Like I was like a Catholic or whatever. But
It wasn't me.
it wasn't me. Anyway, so that was an awkward situation. And then the next day was actual church. And I just so happened to be in the same ward as this other girl who I took to the dance. And yeah, it was so sad because she was crying all day. Her friends hated me after that. And pretty much everyone that I knew that was my friend at church at the time, they all hated me. And so I moved away in the end. And actually that other girl that was texting me, we hated each other after a couple days anyway too. So there you go. End of the story.
Caught you in the hallway.
Talking with the other girl. Wasn't me.
That's crazy, man.
Story.
See, the thing is though, I feel like LDS like dances,
They're awkward.
they're so well. The thing is, they're so awkward, and secondary, like everyone thinks just like talking to someone else is like cheating.
Yeah, it's so
and,
weird, dude.
And it's like so weird. Well, like I feel like in an actual like other like state,
Just get like that WWE SmackDown type.
that wouldn't ever happen, you know.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude.
I feel like it depends on the woman.
Yeah.
I mean, every girl's different.
Yeah.
So do you have any fun stories or like bad dates or anything?
I can't say like I've ever been like on like a really bad date or been on like a blind date. Like, I don't know.
Have you been on any dates?
Yeah, yeah, but like on purpose, you know?
It wasn't just by accident, I guess.
No, like some of them were like if you ever gone out with like horse girls, you know, the women that are like obsessed with horses, and like that's kind of weird.
I dated one like that too.
And like it's like every day you're just out there with horses, and you're like, I thought this would be different. Okay. Like, it's
just dating the horse instead.
Still a good time. No, but there was this one time that happened like actually on Valentine's Day, and it wasn't like a date, but it was like an organized, not a blind date, but like an organized date.
Yeah.
So we were in a group called Art Club, and Art Club for the most part, we did art, but we also organized all the dances throughout the school year.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so the biggest complaint that our art club leader was complaining about was no one actually dances at the dances. So it was more like everybody stands in the corner of the rooms and they all talk.
That's how it always is,
And-
man.
Yeah, so like she didn't like that. So for art club, she hired instructors to come in and teach us like actual real life dances. So we had to learn the foxtrot, we had to learn a waltz, and then it was another like type of tango that we had to learn. And
tango.
this was so that when specific songs came on, we could like
Oh,
lead.
you know how to dance and
Yeah, and people would think,
Oh.
oh, that's cool. Maybe we should actually get out there and do something besides stand
Interesting.
here in the corner.
cool.
So that was the plan, and it was like paired up. So like art club was taking other art club members. So like I had a setup date. Like we weren't together, but we were going together to do. We had the foxtrot opening.
Yeah.
To make this whole thing happen, to the wishes of our leader.
It was your arranged date, your arranged marriage.
Pretty much, yeah. Which is odd because this is the only one that's not religious out of the stories. But yeah, so we ended up practicing for a month, like to get these dances down. We'd meet every Wednesday, and that's what all art club would be. That hour and a half would be learning these dances at this like specific song. And so we learned how to foxtrot, and we were going to be the big opening like number to be teach like getting people pumped. And then the week of the dance, she finally told her parents, which were very conservative and strict, and they had said that they don't want her going to a dance, and that they didn't like approve of an event like that. So like really, really held back, but we didn't know until the week of. So then I got like left on my own, like abandoned for the date, the organized date. I got stood up, and then I couldn't do the dance. We couldn't do like all the coupley things that was like scripted to make it
Oh,
fun.
man.
Even though it wasn't like a real date, like it was still like things were happening that were going to be fun. And then, yeah, so I got left there. The dance didn't happen, but my ticket was free. So,
Yeah.
At least you got in for
yeah,
free.
saved $5.
But wow.
So like, was she religious at all, or
Well,
like?
not that I know of, like, because like we were friends, we were in the same class, and we had like we known each other all through high school and middle school. So like I didn't think anything was weird, but apparently her family was like really held back on it. And like then I thought about it, like we had like 3 or 4 dances a year, and then like I had never seen her at any of them. And like
That's crazy.
Now I wonder like what like their mindset was, like if it was a religious thing or if it was just
Maybe they just hated you.
maybe. Well, I never had met like her family.
Oh, you
outside of
never
her.
met them?
No.
That's
Wow.
crazy.
Because we weren't like that close of friends where we were like hanging out outside of school. It was just like a classmate.
like
yeah.
in school friend. You
Yeah,
know,
but, like there was nothing like that she would talk about abnormally, like about religion or anything. It was just like a normal person.
yeah.
Yep.
Weird.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, so you know how so these kind of seem like they were like embarrassing because like of outside things. Have you guys ever done something just so dumb on a date that you're like, I'll never do that ever again type of thing?
Let me think, dude. I mean, I already gave you a dumb thing that I did on a
Oh,
date,
yeah.
but I'm trying to think of one that. I mean, do I really want to say that story? But
Well, I can start with mine.
do it.
Um,
You go.
See, okay. So, what's funny is I've had multiple girlfriends and stuff, but never kissed anyone until my wife.
Are you sure they were your girlfriends?
Like, they claimed they were, and I claimed
Like they were your girlfriend or like girlfriend.
Like, okay, I don't
At
know.
what level are we at here?
Like, I don't know. The
Are
thing
we at
is,
first, second, or gay base?
it felt like we were dating because we'd like go on dates and like hang out all the time.
Yeah.
But like, to be honest,
Like the question is, did you always pay or did they pay sometimes?
I always paid.
All right. Well, I don't know, man. That's
I don't know.
you gotta. Yeah.
But
Just kidding.
okay, so
First rule of being a playa: leave your wallet on the second date.
Make them pay. They pay their way to play.
oh my goodness, these boys. Okay, So I'm going on this date with this girl in my ASL class, right? And she she's really cute, and she likes and she likes me, it seems like, because we do a lot of study stuff together, and I was like, hey, do you want to go on this date? I'm setting up a board game night with a bunch of friends. Do you want to do this? And then we can go to a movie next week. And so we did both those dates. And each time after the date, we like kind of have the couch time.
I've been really trying, baby.
Where you're like sitting close and like kind of talking. And
Yes.
you're, like,
Kind of like what we do in this podcast.
I've been really trying.
Getting close and talking on all cuddly. Hey, man. Don't push me away. I'm trying to love you.
Stop pushing me around.
It's Valentine's Day. Let me love you.
Closer, baby.
I can't smile any harder. My face hurts. We got.
Okay. So what happens is so after the second date,
It bothers me.
Whatever.
we're cuddling on the couch, and we're cuddling for like 2 hours. Like,
That's a long time to cuddle.
I know.
Long-ass time.
And we're just talking, and the thing is, like, I wanted to kiss her so bad, and I didn't. And then like at midnight, because she was in BYU housing, and so they have strict rules. Like, if anyone's there, you'll get like evicted. Like it's like crazy, right? And so I was over there, and her roommate comes out at midnight, and like kind of said in a deep voice for a girl's like, "You gotta go." And I
Oh, that was not a girl. That was God. He came out and said, "You gotta go, boy."
and the thing is, it just ruined the mood, ruined everything, and I realized that like I missed my chance, right? I completely missed my chance because I was too chicken.
That's the worst feeling. When you know, it's like leaving, that you're not gonna get that chance. That's the worst.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, can't get it.
And
Get it.
and the thing was, like, I'm glad I have my wife, because she's the type of person that's like, no, I'm gonna get the chance, because she's the one that kissed me first and everything, and that was my first kiss ever, right? Like, it was except for like stage kisses, but I don't count those, you know, like,
It's kind of staged.
yeah, like they
It's
don't
fake for a reason.
they don't like you.
So she was the first one to kiss you, and you're like, okay, I can't let this one escape.
Yeah,
I might never get it again.
I've had many girlfriends, but no kisses. I can't let that happen again. Yeah, I get that.
yeah.
I was kissing a lot of girls though. just none of the religious girls in high school. I didn't kiss any of them. They wouldn't let me. So
Jackson went full hoe phase.
I did, dude. I did when I was 18 and 19, bro. I was all over them. I was all over the girls, but I'm better now because I'm married, and she's a good girl, so I like her. I stay with her.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine. But you
Anyway,
Why did you look so depressed?
I don't know. Stop talking about my depression.
But okay, so do you guys have like weird rituals you do before dates or anything, like where you have to do like certain things or anything?
I don't know
I-
what you're talking about.
I brush my teeth. And
Well,
I put
shower.
clothes on.
Well,
Yeah.
I know there's
It's
certain
like-
people, like I have a friend that always have to like style his hair a certain way for when he goes on a date, or
weird.
like he had to wear like a certain undershirt or something, like because
What?
like he was like superstitious,
Oh, that's
right? Like he's like, it won't be a good date if I don't have these things, right? And
It's like he's got a little bit of the tism.
yeah, well, and the thing is, I thought it was like so BS, you
I
know?
know. That's how I know.
We all got different ones.
We collect the tisms.
Well, what's the other tisms? No,
They're all on this couch.
no. What's funny is I was like, okay, I'm gonna try something new for for a date, and so I decided I was going to like wear cologne, but I overdid it one time, and it was with like this girl, and luckily she was so nice and didn't tell me afterwards, but she told me like at the door, yeah, you put too much cologne on. And I was like,
at the end?
At the
That's
end!
the worst.
Yeah.
Wow.
Is that her way of being like, don't come any closer?
It's like a knockout punch at the end of the fight. Pop.
I have another like funny end of date story. Okay. I have like one last funny date story that I think this is funny. So we went to Bargain Ball with a bunch of guys, like, and we all had our dates, and we were taking them home. And one of the girls lived all the way in Payson, which was like 30 minutes away.
That's a drive for you,
right?
Yeah.
And so the dance got done at like midnight, right? So we were driving home, and my phone dies and everything.
Oh.
So my mom's freaking out, and it's March and it snows that night. So we're driving home, and it snows like 6 inches of snow in like 30 minutes. Like,
that's crazy.
Like, and
lot.
so
scary.
we're driving home, and my friend's like, okay, it's okay, and I'm in the front seat, and then we have our third friend in the very back, just laying down because he's tired, like,
Of course.
and so a snowplow comes by and just gets this huge thing of snow, and it comes all over our windshield, and so me and my friend were like, okay, we're okay, right, when it first happens, and then we hear from the very back, I can't see!
I can't see out of this thing.
And the guy's just flipping out in the back, and we're like, what the heck? Like, why are you flipping out? You're not driving, you're not in the passenger
That's crazy.
seat. Like, and so like all throughout high school, the rest of that year, anytime we saw each other, we'd be like, I can't see, just to like make fun of him, because that was the most like awkward but funny moment. Like, and oh, my mom was so pissed, because she's like, why didn't you call me? My phone was dead. Why didn't you do all this? And I was like, fine, whatever. But yeah, so but happy Valentine's Day, guys. It was this was a fun episode.
It was fun.
It's kind of fun to like learn different stuff about each other, like dating life wise. But yeah, if you want to follow us for more,
Makes it sound like it was a blind date.
And learning that your homie's a simp.
yeah,
I hate to tell you, I forgot my wallet.
Looks like you're paying, pal. Anyway.
So, if you want to watch more How the Blank, you can watch us on YouTube. We're also on Spotify, and we're going to get on more podcast stuff soon. You can also follow us on Instagram,
TikTok, Facebook, wherever else you can get us at. So,
yeah.
Yep.
If you can find Jackson out in public, you can even follow him there.
Just follow me and
stalk him.
Yeah. Oh, man. Anyway. Bye.